Hey guys, Swisher Family Homestead. Another hot day in Tennessee. Oh man, we had a rough weekend last weekend. We did a lot of work on the homestead. We did one of the big jobs that we had coming up. I finally got it done. I'm happy about that now. Man, it was a job, let me tell you. So what we did is we rented one of those 1-ton mini excavators, and we dug a hole from our well all the way over to the tiny home to run our lines, and we dug a hole for our power from the well over to where the pole is going to be put in for the power for our homestead. Now, when we did this, I took in consideration of a freeze factor. I know we don't get that much snow. I know it doesn't get that cold, but hey, you got to take this stuff in consideration. So what I've ended up doing is I planted, felt like it. I put down and dug 32 inches down. So there's a 32-inch all the way around for both pieces of pipe, for the electric and for the water line. Okay, now when I ran the water line, I ran the whole water line 1.25 inches with a backflow or check valve in it, so it doesn't run back into the well. That way it holds its prime, it keeps its pressure. Run that, and then what we did is we tested it out. Everything works great. I also went and ran an extra line into the garden with a hose bib, so that way we can hook up our hose in the garden if we need be. We're going to try to do the water rain catchment system that I've got over here. I just don't have it set up yet. As you can see, it's right there. I have two 275-gallon tanks. That should be enough to water the garden. We're going to put a drip line throughout the whole garden. So man, a lot of work's been coming up now. We're starting to get that time of the year where I can really get out of here. But man, these 101 temperatures, it was 107 yesterday with the heat index. It was hot up here on this ridge, but I got through it. I got some stuff done. Amy wanted me to, because it was so hot, I came out and I cleaned up a little more around the garden and figured out what I needed. And I got a surprise for you I'm going to show you here in a minute. And she had asked me about putting in a sink for her, so I said, yeah, I'll get the sink put in so we can get that set up. So yesterday, around 1 o'clock, I started doing the sink. I cut out the sink, put the sink in there. I'll do another video on that and show you guys what we've done so far on the interior. But it's really been coming together pretty good here. I mean, I'm happy. We're starting to flow again. I mean, for about 4 months, it was kind of just dropped off. We weren't doing a lot. Wasn't making a lot of videos, but you can't make videos out of nothing. I mean, I got to have some kind of content for you. So at that point, so we got this ran, we're all ready, we got everything hooked up, everything's been tested, pressurized, we're good to go. I'm really excited about this. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm happy because I get work to do. I don't sit in the cabin and I don't come out here and mosey around. There's something I can do. Now, I know a lot of you right now are saying there's always something to do on the homestead. I understand that. But I'm getting old. I'm about 50 years old and it's catching up to me now, so I got to pace myself, especially in 107-degree heat. And I'm not actually a skinny guy, and if you think I'm skinny, then you need to get glasses. All right, so the big surprise. Guys, this is the biggest surprise of them all. Not really, but it's typical for me. So you ready? Guess what I got? You won't believe it. Ready? That's right, guys. Henry was back. Good old Henry bringing me my topsoil, and I got a load of chert coming. So I got 22 tons of topsoil and 22 tons of chert coming. Now this topsoil is all natural. There's nothing been in it, no chemicals, no nothing. So you guys can get to see me move 22 tons of dirt and then 22 tons of chert because I got to fix all the stuff that we did and tore up when we were doing the lines. So we're going to get to it right now. Alright guys, so I'm at my pile of topsoil that I had brought in yesterday afternoon, and I kind of want to show you something. I made this about, I don't know, a year and a half ago, and I'm using it again now. You guys, some of you are going to think I'm absolutely crazy, I'm nuts for doing it this way, but it's going to save a lot of work. We got our fall planting coming up for our garden, and I need some more topsoil in there. A lot of that stuff is really settled down now. I want to bring it up to the top where it needs to be, so I got to take a little time. Well, what comes time, comes energy, and it's gonna take me a while to do this. But I kind of want to give you guys an idea of what we're doing. Or should I say what I'm doing until Amy starts doing it tomorrow. Alright guys, so we got our screening here that I screened this with. These are all the bits of clay, some of the root systems, stuff like that from when Henry dug this stuff out. Now this came off the top of the hillside, and this stuff's probably been sitting there, I don't know, 200 years, topsoil. So you know there's nothing in it, it's all goods. So I'm going to show you guys what I do and how I do it, and you'll get to see some of the dirt underneath. But I got a pile over here that I dump all this stuff off. So I just grab it like this, carry it over here. Now if you look, this is all the soil that I'm going to be putting into the bed. So what I do is I put this up on top like this. Now that front's pretty full. And this makes it actually pretty easy. Grab a couple piles of this. And you can make one of these at home, easy enough. Some 1x1s, some screws. And all I do is just move it around like this. So now you guys get to see how nice this dirt is now. Look at that. I got a full wheelbarrow. Look at that. Nice dirt. Nice brown dirt. Now I'm going to take you guys over here at the garden and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Well, I don't know how well the rest of my day is going to work out here. Thunder. They said we had a good chance of getting some rain today. Some rain, just what we need. Alright guys, so I'm going to put you down. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to my bed. This is where we have our zucchini and everything planted. So, well, I tell you, just show you. Got any questions? Ask them down below. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull all my weeds. Get rid of all this stuff. This stuff doesn't need to be there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our topsoil. So I got to grab my shovel. Alright, so you guys are probably wondering, why am I covering up all the root systems from these? Well, I'll tell you what. If you cover them up, if you had some bad areas, like you saw some of the bad areas that pulled up, these will regenerate and re-root and root into the ground, and I'll get a second or a third upcoming of squash and everything. It's actually healthy for them. Guys, I think I might have to fix my wheelbarrow. I'm losing a lot of dirt. A lot of dirt. Yeah, I got some problems. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need a new wheelbarrow. Everybody, my wheelbarrow just took a big paducah. Wow, you see that, guys? Woohoo! Yeah, I'm gonna be fixing it. So you guys kind of got the idea. Level this off, let a good rain come, it'll soak down, plants will be happy. I'll start doing this inside area. I got a big squash I gotta pull today. Alright, I'll be back, guys. I gotta go fix my wheelbarrow. Alright, guys. Whew. So I fixed her up again. Hey, if duct tape's good for NASCAR at 400 miles an hour, why can't it be good for my half a mile an hour wheelbarrow? I'll show you what I had to do. It's ridiculous, but hey, it works. It's the second time I've had to do it in 6 months, and I'm not complaining. For a $4 roll of duct tape, and it gets me through. So if you ever get a wheelbarrow that's broken up, one of these plastic ones, just take yourself some duct tape and fix her right up. And that's what I ended up doing. So I'm going to show you guys. Alright, so that's my wheelbarrow. This is where a hole was. I have a hole there because this brace is gone now. I did try to look on their website and see if they had one. I couldn't find one, so I just said, you know what, the heck with it. But yeah, she's shiny now. Ain't she shiny? Aerodynamics, everything. But it's all fixed, and then I'm gonna flip this down so you can see how bad it is on the inside. All right. Hey, it works. See how bad it is on the inside? I mean, it is done. So I think after this time fixing it, I think I'm done. I think I'm gonna get a new one. I'm not really, well, I'd be lying. I'm cheap. On a homestead, you gotta be cheap. On a farm, you gotta be cheap. You gotta make things work when they break. And that's a way of making them work. So NASCAR and duct tape, you are not sponsoring this, but I'd like to say thanks a lot because it works. I'm gonna go over to that pile and start digging up some more dirt so we can fill some more of these beds. I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, guys. Whew, it's hot. So I got this bed filled in. Oof, what a hot day today is going to be. Well, I got this all filled in. This is leveled off. I got the plants. Now, you're probably asking again, why did I cover up the root system? Because if you don't know this, zucchini and squash, if you cover up the roots when the roots start to die, I wish I probably should have showed you one ahead of time. I'm looking to see if I have one. Yeah. See, your roots are going to die off like this, okay? And they'll get a bug, a worm, and that worm will eat through the center of this, and it'll eat up this. But if you cut this off like I did ahead of time, before it gets to the next root, you can cover it up. Now, all this stuff that's sitting right here, this is all new growth on my plants, all new. So I'll get more zucchinis and more squash, and I'll probably get it until, I'd probably say end of October, and then I'll start cutting back. I just picked one of the squash I just recently got. I'll show you one of those. This is a nice squash I just got recently. Happy about that. That's going to make a good dinner. Woo! Wow. So yeah, and you can see there's Mr. Bumblebee going into this flower right here. He's in there. They don't rest for nothing. You see him flying around my water. He's looking, he's checking it out, going, what's going on? You're changing things up on me. Yeah, I am. All right, well. Well guys, at that point, I think we're gonna call it quits on this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, that thumbs up button. I got the whole garden to do and some extra stuff with that topsoil, so I'll be filtering a lot of it. I don't think you really want to sit here and see me filter it all, but I will keep you informed on the progress that we make through the garden doing this. This will help your garden out. This will make the garden a lot better. This isn't the only time we're going to do it. At the end of the year, at the end of October, beginning of November, we're going to pull everything. We're going to put it all in our compost pile, cover our compost pile up, and we're going to take and we're going to do a good mixing of this with some cow manure and some horse manure, and then we're going to fill it all in so you guys get to see us play with some poop. So at that point, guys, thanks a lot for stopping by. This is Swisher Family Farm, otherwise known as the Swisher Homestead, and we appreciate your time. Please hit that like button. Don't forget to tell your friends about us, and I hope something I informed you with today will help you out. And try this out. I'm telling you, it works. I did it last year and I did it this year. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.